Alright, let's face it, technology is literally everywhere, and with it comes a whole lot of misinformation, from how we charge our phone to how secured we actually think our devices are. One thing is that tech myths have a way of spreading around very fast, and what's more concerning is that they tend to stick around for as long as possible. But what if I tell you that most of these tech myths you actually believe in or was told about, or even you heard of it somewhere, were actually wrong? Today, we are going to be breaking down 5 of the most popular tech myths you have probably believed in at some point in your life. And to set the record straight, I am 100% sure you firmly believed in the 5th one. So come on with me, let's go do some myth busting. Ever felt guilty for charging your phone overnight? Like you are slowly destroying your battery every time you do this? Well, it might surprise you to hear this, but this common fear is completely unnecessary. Hear me out. People have been saying it over the years that charging your phone overnight ruins your battery. You tend to hear it from friends, see it all over the internet, but guess what? It's not true. In fact, your phone is way smarter than you actually think it is. Modern day devices are actually designed with built-in technology that actually stops charging your device when they get to their full capacity. That means when you plug your phone to charge overnight, once it hits 100%, the device tends to stop pulling in power, which actually prevents overcharging. But should you let your phone drain out before charging it? Yes, it is a good thing to actually let your battery drop to about 20 or 30% before you even think of recharging it. But leaving it plugged into power overnight does not actually ruin your battery. So, myth busted. Talking about phones again, I'm pretty much sure you've heard or even someone tell you that do not use your phone while it's charging because it might actually explode. You all can agree with me that actually sounds a little bit terrifying. But let's take a closer look. We all have been told that using your phone while it's charging can actually cause it to overheat or even explode, which is not completely true. Neither will I say it's completely a lie, but here is actually the reality. This tends to happen majorly in a very rare case, and reason is because most people tend to use cheap, unregulated fake chargers to charge their devices. If you are using a certified charger from a reputable brand, or rather just get the one your brand manufacturer actually produce, you are completely safe to use your device while you are actually charging it up. These devices and certified chargers are actually designed with safety measures and technologies that actually prevent it from overheating or even power surge. The problem only arises when you are using low quality chargers or even damaged chargers. So if you are using a high quality certified charger, you don't have to go about worrying around exploding phones. But to be on the safer side of these rare cases, you can actually do away with your phone while it's charging if what you are doing is not that really important. So myth busted. Mac users, sorry to break this for you, think your shiny MacBook is immune to viruses. Actually, that's exactly what Apple wants you to believe, but the reality is quite opposite. Mac users have long bragged about being completely immune to viruses, but here is the bitter truth. Mac are not invincible. While it's actually true that they are less of a target than other PCs, which is due to their smaller market share, malwares specifically designed for Mac OS are actually out there, and it's even becoming more common. One of the main reasons why Mac users actually feel a little bit more safer is because Mac OS has a lot of inbuilt security features that actually help protect against malware, one of which is Gatekeeper and also Xprotect. This help blocks harmful software being installed into the computer system. So just because you are using a Mac computer doesn't mean you should skip out on the basic security protocols. Install antivirus softwares, keep your system up to date, and be cautious while downloading those files you are downloading online. Macs aren't bulletproof, but with the right safety precaution, you can keep your device safe, be it a Mac or even not. So myth busted. Think going incognito means no one can actually view what you are doing online? Incognito or private browsing isn't close to the private browsing you are actually thinking about. Private browsing only prevents your browser from storing your browsing history and your cookies locally. Your internet service provider, advertisers, and even the website you visit can still track your activity online. So if you are trying to browse the web anonymously, incognito mode does not actually protect you from anybody. Instead, consider using a VPN which actually encrypts your data and even hides your IP addresses from the website. But as far as private browsing goes, or it's been popularly called the incognito mode, it's more about cleaning up your browsing history than staying hidden from the prying eyes. So, myth busted. This is a big one. At some point in time, you had an urge to rush to purchase a phone just because it boasts a crazy number of megapixels. 48, 102, or even the massive 200 megapixel, and you'd be like, damn, this camera is so good. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you. Here is why that huge number doesn't really tell the whole story when it comes to camera quality. Other things like sensor size, aperture, and even image processing have a very huge impact on what your image actually turns out to be. So a camera with lesser megapixel but better image processing can often take better pictures and videos than a camera with higher megapixels but not really good image processing software. So the next time you are going phone shopping, do not just focus on the megapixel counts. Read and watch reviews from reputable brands and individuals, and look into the overall camera performance based on photography and videography, depending on what you intend to do with your phone. So do it like a pro. Myth busted. So there you have it. 5 of the most popular tech myths completely debunked. But here is the thing, the world of tech is filled up with even more surprising misconceptions and myths that we aren't able to cover in this video. So drop down any myth you know in the comment section that I did not mention so we could bust it out together. Until then, catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.